Alright, so here we go with another NASCAR predictions video, because seeing you guys like the first one a little bit. So this is going to be some silly season predictions as well as some playoff predictions. So let's get into it. So let's start off with a really big story for silly season. Who's going to drive the 48 next season? As Rick Hendrick in a SiriusXM interview did say that all 4 cars that are currently running will be running next year, and with Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Alex Bowman confirmed there, will we see a young driver or a veteran? I personally believe we're going to see a veteran, as there's, and it's not Eric Jones, because I'm thinking of a veteran. What I think of who is going to drive the 48 car next year is Clint Bowyer.
Okay, hear me out.
I think Rick Hendrick still wants to have a veteran in that 48 car, so he doesn't have an average age of Hendrick Motorsports between 4 dudes of like 24 years old. So I think he will want a veteran in there, but also it'll go with my next prediction of who I think will go in the 14. So also, we've seen Jeff Gordon and Clint Bowyer, they do like to joke around with each other, so I think Jeff Gordon would probably pick Clint Bowyer because they do know each other, and although they have had some on-track run-ins at one point, they still seem to really have fun with each other. So I think it also brings Clint Bowyer would bring a lot of personality to Hendrick Motorsports, so I think that would be a very good fit for him. And also he'd be back to Chevrolet like he was with RCR, so there you go. I think Clint Bowyer takes over the 48. Now we move on to what I think will be Clint Bowyer's new car. Let's go to who will be his replacement in his old one. And it's not going to be the dirt track racer y'all are thinking of. I'm just going to say that. That's my prediction personally. Although I think he's going to take over that 10 car in 2022. I think the driver that will take over the 14 will be Chase Briscoe. Yes, a rookie. Stewart-Haas Racing for the 2nd year in a row will sign a rookie driver. And, I mean, it's kind of an obvious candidate. I feel like he's basically bent, him and Austin Cindric have basically bent the Xfinity Series to their will. And in fact, keep this in mind, he's beaten Kyle Busch. So, I think Chase Briscoe is personally more than good to go in the Cup Series. I mean, maybe not. We'll have to see what happens, but I personally think Chase Briscoe is taking over that 14 car next year. So, there's that. Okay, so that's probably the 2 biggest cars available, or the 2 best. Now let's go to arguably the best free agent available, Mr. Eric Jones. Now, personally for me, I see all signs pointing to 1 car, and Matt Kenseth has it right now, but let's face it, he's probably not going to be there next year. I think Eric Jones goes to the 42 car with Kurt Busch as his teammate. I feel like Kurt Busch honestly might be one of the best guys to get advice from in the garage, so Kurt Busch could kind of mentor him. And you never know, if Kurt Busch leaves the team, you'll have Eric Jones as someone with Cup experience and some advice from a past champion. And then you have Eric Jones and Ross Chastain maybe at one point on the team. But I can just see as Eric Jones is a proven winner, even though one of them was based off of luck, one of the points wins was based off luck, I still do believe that Eric Jones is a very good driver. I think more this year, it was a little bit on the team because Joe Gibbs Racing hasn't looked the best this season. I mean, Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin had actually, I take that back. Denny Hamlin's having one of his best years. But Kyle Busch has no wins, and Martin Truex has 1. And they both had 5 and 7 wins last year, so there's that piece of it. But Eric Jones, I think this might be a break for him because it gives him more options, and he's not just confined to the Toyota teams, and probably doesn't want to go to the Gaunt Brothers Racing cars, or the Rickware Racing. So I'm sure Eric Jones goes to the 42. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the subject of Corey LaJoie. Now, we don't really know 100% of his true potential because he's been on field fillers and Go Fast Racing. But as we all know, he said he won't be in the 32 next year. Unfortunately for him, there's not that many options, and like I said, I believe the 48 and 14 are spoken for. So what I think will happen is he's going to go to the 37 at JTG Doherty Racing. I mean, it's really the best option for him. I mean, it is an improvement over Go Fast Racing, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. which is the other car on that team, put it on the pole for the Daytona 500. So that car can run good on its good days, but that team's had some bad luck also. But I think that's Corey LaJoie's best option. So who's left out of this whole deal right now? It's Ryan Preece, who unfortunately the only option I can see for him if he doesn't want to go for Xfinity is he would have to go Fast Racing's 32. Which, I mean, you still get to race in the Cup Series, you still get money, but the 32 car isn't the best option, and I'm sure if it was... I mean, I can just see Corey LaJoie going there to take his 37, and I only see Ryan Preece going there. I see a lot of people saying he's going to Xfinity. I don't think that's happening. I don't think Chase Briscoe's going over there and Kyle Larson's going to the 14. No, I think that's Ryan Preece's best solution, is he's simply just going to stay in the Cup Series, but just in not a good car. I mean, it could be Rick Ware Racing too, and maybe Gaunt Brothers, but the only option I see for Ryan Preece is going to be that 32 car with Go Fast Racing. And keep in mind, it does have some sponsors, so it's not the worst car. But yeah, so Ryan Preece to the 32. And now let's go to the playoff predictions. Alright, so I'm not going to list every individual driver here, but here's the round of 16 in the full grid, and now let's get into the predictions. The round 12 will be Harvick, Hamlin, Keselowski, Logano, Elliott, Truex, Blaney, Bowman, Byron, Almirola, Boyer, and Kyle Busch. So this will eliminate Austin Dillon, Cole Custer, Kurt Busch, and Matt DiBenedetto. I just don't think they can compete past the round of 16. The round of 8 will have Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, and Eric Almirola. Yes, that Eric Almirola. So calm down in the comments. Here's the deal. Keselowski shows promise and gets eliminated. Byron doesn't have enough points, and Kyle Busch and Clint Boyer just haven't shown me enough to move on. Alright, now let's get the championship 4. Obviously, these two. We'll throw Joey in there, and I'm sure I just surprised everyone by throwing Chase Elliott in there. So Harvick and Hamlin have been dominating this year. Joey Logano is very consistent, and Hendrick Motorsports is prioritizing Chase Elliott, so he's probably going to make it in. Now, who's going to take home the title? I'll tell you who. The 2020 champion will be Denny Hamlin. Okay, so this is the only clip you need for my exclamation.
Hamlin to keep his championship dreams alive. The 18 trying to use those 4 fresh tires. But it's still 3 car lengths separating Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Through 3 and 4 the final time. Denny Hamlin has done it. He's won his way into the championship 4.
Well, those are my predictions. If you like it, consider subscribing and maybe giving this video a like. If you don't like it, well, then I don't really know what to tell you. then go find another prediction video or stop watching. Have a good one until next time. Bye.